Okay, this is the removal of the, there's my kid asleep, the removal of the Fox rear float. Obviously it's dismantled because they didn't know how to do it, but I'm going to show you anyway. Here's all the parts that came off it. Not in focus here, I apologize about that. Okay, so you have to remove the cranks, which you go on the non-drive side. There's plenty of videos on how to take that crank off. But you take that crank off, non-drive side, and then you hammer it first. That's before you do anything. You take the crank off, then just a little tap this way. That thing just pops right out, the crank. And I apologize if my terminology is not exact, but I'm not a mechanic. So once you pop that off, then you, that's awesome. Once you pop that off, this is obviously right there. There is a blue bolt, whatever you want to call it. This is on a giant right there. Undo that with, I believe it was a 5mm Allen key that I used. Pop that off. Once you pop that off, you're going to be looking inside this. You're going to be looking inside there, and you were looking at that. But it was lined up. It fell, so I used a leash to hold that up for my dog. But that was in there. So I had a tool that I tapped and popped it out of that side. There's no need to use an Allen key on the non-drive side or anything. It just popped right out. Now, when you assemble it, you could swap it so you wouldn't have to do all this, but I believe I've heard that the reason why it is on this side is because it did come out, I don't know, the bike wouldn't fall apart while you're riding or something. I could be wrong. But anyway, that came out that way. So that came out. These two things, whatever you want to call them, were down in there. But right here, this was right there, holding that on like that. And I just undid that. So I will service this now, but that is how I got that off. It was fairly simple once I did all that. So I hope that made sense. Just to replay, first thing was remove the crank. Unscrew it, take it off. It's really easy, and then you just pop that out. This is a press fit, I believe, bottom bracket, so just YouTube that and you'll find the video. But that popped out. I did the bolt here. Did that bolt. Did that bolt. Pulled it out here, and then the whole thing just came out. Easy as that. Once I put it back on, I will do another video.